Okay, guys. Who can tell me what is this in the picture?
The place I want to call in England.
Yeah, sometimes even here in the US. Yeah. Actually, this is called telephone booth. They used to use it for having privacy while talking. Because nobody wants just to talk. Maybe nowadays with the cell phones and so, but at that time, nobody wanted anybody to be curious to hear them. What are they saying? Maybe he's talking or she is talking to her girlfriend or boyfriend. So everybody likes to have a private life. Okay. I have another picture. Who can identify this guy?
It was for the
So, who is he? What was his job? Yeah.
job was to spy people
Okay.
of the government.
This guy is Edward Snowden. He was a former CIA agent. With this guy, when he left the CIA, he started to leak the secrets of CIA, NSA, FBI to the public through a website called WikiLeaks. After that, exactly, the evolution started. Boom. There was an evolution since people knew that NSA and CIA are watching them, are taking their data, are checking their emails before they receive them. So,
What revolution?
I'll speak it now.
Oh.
All right. Today, I am going to speak about a big subject. The first question is, should the US government or any other government around the world take my data or use my data or disclose my data from my online resources? Here, I'm going to speak about three aspects. The first one is that based on the Constitution of the United States, it's not allowed for anybody to check any of your private stuff unless they have a warrant from a judge. This was mentioned in the Fourth Amendment of the United States. So people have the freedom of speech based on this one. The second aspect I'm going to speak about is something called intellectual property law. By this law, everything you post in the social networks is your own intellectual property and it's preserved for yourself. Nobody can use it. The third aspect is about the code of law itself. The code of law nowadays is changing so fast, so people cannot just follow up and know every single law. So this is why our law is kind of vulnerable nowadays. First of all, let's talk about the Fourth Amendment. I'll quote directly from the Fourth Amendment of the United States. It says, the right of the people to secure in their persons, houses, paper, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall be issued. This is directly from the Constitution. What does that mean exactly? The United States, from the first day of the United, they thought about people. They thought about the rights of people, and they wanted to preserve them. They started from the most single thing, the smallest thing, our right to speech. We can say whatever we want. We can do whatever we want unless it's a crime. So, by this, neither the NSA nor CIA or the FBI can spy on us, arrest us for some speech we said on the web online, unless it's a crime, a hate crime, or anything. Actually, if we returned and checked what are like on which base the NSA and the FBI spies on the people, we will see that based on the three legislation, Executive Order number 12339, signed by President Reagan at 1980, which is something very old. I wasn't born at that time. Section 213 of Uniting and Strengthen American by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism. They call it USA Patriot Act. This happened actually after the unfortunate bombing of 9/11. Starting from that time, the United States government started to fight the terrorism even before it comes. They tried to catch the terrorists before they even think to make any terrorism act. The last one is the FISA, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Amendment Act in 2008. However, even with these three legislations, yet these three legislations were there to protect the country from some outside hazards, or from the terrorism, not from the people themselves. My second point here will be the intellectual property law. If we checked at any privacy statement of any of the social networks website, Facebook, Twitter, or even the Gmail, the email provider, we will find that it says frankly that all your data is preserved, is protected under the IP law. And Lisa Schmidt study, she made this study in 2012. She quoted the Facebook Statement of Rights, Facebook Statements and Responsibility Act, the user guidelines, like for content that is covered by intellectual property rights, like photos and videos, IP content, they call them. It says that you have to give a specific permission subjected to your privacy, so the Facebook can give your data to any government office or any government authority. So if it was like frankly stated in this privacy statement, then the government again doesn't have any right to take it. The last aspect I'm going to speak about is the ignorance of people of the law. However, I'll mention one counterexample. People may say that, okay, the government is only spying on like potential targets. They have some list of people they are looking for, they will check them. However, this is not right. In 2012, in April 12, 2012, there was a 14-year-old girl from Dutchland, from Netherlands. She tweeted one joke about bombing an airplane at the United Airlines. At the same time, FBI started to search about her, even though she was 14. Their parents knew about it. They got their daughter. They went to the police station just to tell them that she is just a teen and she was just making jokes. However, the girl stayed at custody for 2 days. So they are not checking only potential targets. They are checking everybody. The last point here.
Well, that's potential terrorism.
But she's like 14
Who
and.
cares?
Like
I mean, 15 she can commit terrorism, but 14 she can't? Or be involved in it? Okay, go, I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, ignorance. Maybe the reason why she did that. She didn't know about the laws.
Fine.
Yeah, she didn't know about the laws. Like many people nowadays, they do many crimes, electronic crimes, while they don't know about them. This is what happened when you copy a CD into your flash disk and start it at your car. This is what happens when you buy something from Europe, for example, and you don't file it at your tax report at the end of the year. So, to conclude, I'll just say that under any circumstances, I don't think that the government should spy on the people unless they are really potential hazards for the country.
Danger.
Yeah, based on the three aspects I speak about, I think that I have given enough evidence that this should not be. Thank you.